Morning, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out on a 3-hour endurance ride. Decided to head out towards Bolton Abbey. A bit cold this morning, should have put some gloves on, but you live and you learn. It's been a while since I've done like an update video around my fitness and my training. This week I've had a few breakthroughs in the training and my fitness, so hitting some new power PBs and stuff. Currently I am in the build phase of my training. Decided to add on an extra build phase. I was meant to start peaking around at this point because races usually start in April, but as I talked about before with COVID and everything, they've been pushed back, and actually they're going to be starting at the end of May, so about a month away. So it's instead of my original plan of just doing that first peak and then try and peak again for racing, I thought I'd just try and elongate the training a little bit. So in this video I'm going to give you a rundown of the training I've been doing over the last few months and weeks, and then kind of talk around those breakthroughs I've had, those power numbers, and then maybe even talk a little bit about racing and what types of races I'm going to be doing hopefully later on this year. But first, let's finish this ride off, and I'll speak to you when I get back home. So with the return of group riding over the last month or so, my training has more or less consisted of 3 key sessions per week, supplemented by endurance rides. First of those key sessions is the weekly chain gang. For me that is generally around about 45 minutes of under-over effort, followed by a all-out 5-minute effort up the Chevin. The second intense session of the week is the hill rep session that I run for Alba Rosa on a Thursday evening. This involves doing reps of between 2 and 8 minutes on a given climb. Each week I've been mixing up how I pace these efforts depending on how many reps I'm doing and how long the climb is. So if it's a 2-minute climb, for example, I might be doing 10 reps of that at VO2 max. However, if I'm doing an 8-minute climb, they might be only 3 or 4 reps, and those would be probably done around about threshold. The final intense session of the week is the weekend group ride. These rides are around 4 to 5 hours long, containing a mixture of through and off and even some race simulations. Once I've added in the volume from my endurance rides, the last couple of weeks have been around about 1,000 TSS, and my current CTL is 117. I think the best thing about the last month of training is being able to do it with other people. It has enabled me to reach new levels of suffering which I just wouldn't be able to do by myself or even on the turbo. I've been using the app Exert to track my progress over the last couple of months, and I've seen my FTP rise to over 4 watts per kilo. Considering that when I did that FTP test back in December it was below 3 watts per kilo, that's some improvement in the last 5 months. I've also seen some improvement in my 5-minute power, and last week I was able to hold 456 watts for 5 minutes up the Chevin at the end of a chain gang, beating some pretty decent climbers in the process, so I was very pleased with that. So the training definitely looks like it is paying off. Regional racing is looking likely to resume at the end of May, so I've got one more big week of training in this block before reducing the volume down so that I'm fresh for that first race. To say that I'm excited to get stuck in would be a massive understatement. That's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed that insight into my training, and I'll see you in the next one.